Hello friends, it's Cindy Brumbaugh with CindyLeeBDesigns.com, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I have a cute little fun fold card for you with a belly band. You've got those cute little butterflies on the front, and you have a belly band that holds the card together. And you open up these flaps, then you open up this little kind of barn door here, and you've got a cute little sentiment and a little lamb in there. And then you just fold it back up again, and you pop that little belly band over. I'm using the Hippo Happiness Bundle that is in the annual catalog. And so these cute little critters have some great sayings that coordinate, kind of little punny ones, with the unicorn and the lamb and the little hippo birthday. And so it has these gorgeous Hippo and Friends dies that has the nice labeling, layering dies. We're gonna be using this die set here, but you can see you can cut out little flowers, the butterfly, the hippo, the lamb, and the horse slash unicorn. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this card. So the base of it is just a quarter sheet of our cardstock, and that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All the measurements for this card are on my blog, CindyLeeBDesigns.com. Under the YouTube video, visit my blog, press that link, and you're sent over there. You can see additional photos and any other fun stuff I want to tell you about this card. So on this one, I used the flowers for, did I use flowers? No, I used the Playing with Patterns paper. So this was the Playing with Patterns. So I wanted to get out another designer paper that I have. This one right now currently is on sale to the end of October 2020. And this one here is the Artistry Blooms. And it's got some beautiful artistic patterns in it as well. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, love that. I'm using this pattern on another card this week. And so you've got some just beautiful colors to work with here, especially with these cute little critters and things in here. So you're going to have on this card, I'm using Melon Mambo and I'm using Mango Melody. And then Basic Black and my white as my neutrals on there. So we're going to start with this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we're going to be putting the folding flap onto here, but we're going to have to put those triangles on the top and the bottom. But this piece of paper here is 8 inches. So I just took and cut off a 1/2 inch off of my 8 1/2 inch side. And then this dimension is 5 1/4. So then it fits here. Oh, and did I say this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2? I think I just said I was thinking of this, but this is actually 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's a quarter sheet of our cardstock. So here we go. We're just going to score in 2 inches. I think you can see the score line a little bit better here. So you just put that 8-inch side up at the top of your trimmer like that, like so, and then you just score at 2 inches with your light scoring blade, flip it around and do it at 2 inches again. And then we're just going to be folding it over so that these two meet here in the middle. There you go. Now, you want to make sure that you are straight here on these edges here. So if you get your bone folder out and just make sure, anytime I do a gatefold, I just try to make sure that I've got these edges, because it's very easy like when you score it. So just make sure that they're nice and lined up on this edge and give yourself a nice burnish with your bone folder, and you'll see that these are perfectly straight. But if you don't pay attention, sometimes they're off a little bit. Okay, so that's going to be the piece that goes onto that card base that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now, we open it up and we're going to have those little triangle flaps. This one is so simple too, and it only uses 2 4-inch by 3-inch pieces of paper. And so what we're going to do is what's the word I'm looking for? An easy way to do this is you want to break up some of your fibers here just on your paper, and then you're actually folding these corners in, and that's what creates that. But sometimes it can be a little difficult because the paper isn't bending perfectly, not perfectly crisp for you. So what I found I do is I take my paper trimmer, and on the 4-inch, I take the 3-inch side and put it at the top of the paper. So I'm going to score over 1 inch, okay? So I'm going to score an inch, okay? Score an inch there, and take that other one and do the same. Take it to 1 inch, and I'm using the right side of my, since it's a smaller one. So I'm going at, let me make sure I'm at 1 inch there. Yep, okay. And do 1 inch, and I'll show you why this makes it a little bit easier for me. Now I have these little score lines. So then when I go to fold this, I can just take and fold this right along that score line. Okay? So you're just going to fold this edge down to that score line. There we go. And then just burnish it. So I find that a little bit easier than, I mean, you certainly can do it this way, but like I said, softening this edge by breaking the fibers a little bit helps, but I still end up getting myself all discombobulated. So I have found that I just, if I put that score line there, I just follow that score line. Is just even there, like you just kind of have to make that paper listen to you. I'm the boss, paper. So then we're going to take this other corner. Like I said, this is just a 3 by 4 inch. And then on the 3 inch side, I scored in 1 inch so that I had a guide to make my 2 little things there. Okay, little triangle, like little, kind of reminds me of those little caps you can make and float around like little boats. So now it's as easy as anything to put that here. And because we have this score line here, very easy to fold that up and put it onto the back of this card here. And then you just pop that in there. Now let me get, I'm actually going to use my, let me see here. My Stampin' seal is actually empty, and I was too lazy to go grab the refill, so I'm just going to use my snail. So you're just popping. That's why I didn't glue. So we're just putting, there we go. See, so that I know it's going to fold over. That's where I'll play a little bit there. And that's going to fold over that flap. And it's just adhered to the back of here. And then I'm going to put the snail on here as well. And slide that in right to that score line there. Make sure it's going to fold over. There you go. Burnish it right like that. Isn't that fun? But now we'll glue, you know, adhere these down. The reason I didn't do it first is because I wanted to make sure that it was going to fold okay. So just put some adhesive on these triangles here. Actually, I guess you can just put it anywhere. Isn't this super, super easy? Just super easy there. Okay, and then you'll see that that's going to end up folding. And we'll be popping that onto this card base. But I'm going to pop my little cute little lamb in there first. So I decided I would use my butterflies from this stamp set here, these butterflies, and the fluttering by just to say hi on the outside, and put a cute little lamb on the inside. And I'm just going to put "You are special," but you could also do "Thank you so much." Maybe I should do the "Thank you so much." Or you could just put, I think I'm going to do the "You are special." Okay, so this stamp set has the, it's like two-step stamping. So I decided that in this paper here, it doesn't technically say that this paper has Flirty Flamingo in it, but I kind of liked the Flirty Flamingo with this because the little lamb, and he's on the inside. If I used the Melon Mambo, I think it would have been a little too dark. So what I'm going to do is, I tested this before, and if I stamp my Flirty Flamingo and then I put the two-step stamping on top of it, it darkens it just perfect. So we're just going to put our little lamb down here in the corner here. And you could do this before you put this, but I think that I have enough. Actually, I'm going to bring out my little rubber. Oh no, I have my actual rubber mat under here. So put that little lamb there. The reason why he's popped up on the other card is I messed up when I stamped it. So there we have our little lamb, and it was just full strength. I did not stamp off or anything like I did on my video last week when I stamped off for my little unicorn. Now, I'm going to pull this a little bit towards me because, actually, I might have to take a little off camera because let me see here, maybe, I think I got it. I have to get right above the lamb and put that two-step stamping. Oh my gosh. Stampin' Jesus was with me. Thank you, Jesus. I really appreciate it when you come through for me. Yes, he cares about everything, you know, even stamping. So here we go. I'm going to do his little face. Okay. Look how cute. It turned out perfect. I was so nervous because I thought I wasn't going to be in the right angle. So we're going to put his little face right on that lighter pink. Little light touch. And we've got his cute little eyes on there and his little nose and his little smile. So there we've got our little guy in there. And then I said I was going to do the You Are Special. So I'm going to put the black because the black is in his eyes and it introduces that color. And then when I was playing around with, okay, so we're going to put You Are Special. You are special. When I was playing around with the colors for this card, I wanted something that was going to kind of break up. Yeah, like I said on this card, I went to stamp the little lamb and I was off. It would look goofy, so I did it again and then I just popped them up. However, that really looks cute popped up there. So whichever way you want to do it is great. So I want to pop a little posy on there too. So let me get that little posy out of the stamp set. I forgot to do that. Okay, posy, posy. There we go. That's easy enough to do. And I'm thinking we're going to put a mango posy on there. So let's just grab the mango ink and pop a little posy. Pop a little posy. There we go. And then that just draws that color in. You see all the colors coming through there. And don't worry that you can see a little color through your little triangles. That's okay. Okay, so closing it up, close it up. There we go. And we technically can put this on to the card base here. So I'm going to put some snail on here. If my friend Angela's watching, look how much adhesive I'm using. Okay, so let's close this up. And we want to just get the same amount, about 1/8 of an inch the whole way around. Let's get a little look up here. That's a little bit off on the bottom here. Ha 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 ha. How many times you have to do this? Okay. Maybe if I get up on my tippy toes again, I can see a little better. No, that's a little too much. Sorry, kids. It always seems like it's straight, but I'm actually, I can't see at this angle. Let's see. There we go. Okay, at this point, this is silly. Now I got a little bit of cardstock on there. Okay. I think that part of my problem is my progressive lenses. I think I see crooked out of them. Okay, there. It's perfectly straight. Yay! Okay, now we're going to work on putting together our focal point here. And I used Melon Mambo and crushed or Daffodil Delight for my two-step butterflies. And they were just stamped the same way the little lamb was. I did the black first. That way I had the outline, and then I just popped the color onto them. Now I want to put some little, kind of what I call little swirly, the little butterfly trails and tails. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna pop that on as well. And on this one, I changed it up and I put the opposite color for the little trail. So I think this one, I might do the same color with the same butterfly. But I keep looking at this one thinking I like the change up on it. But this is another way to show you how you can do it. So I'm gonna do the little taps with my little stamp, and I'll put one trail there, and then grab my cleaner out down here, get that, okay, and then we're going to do a daffodil one. And I think I'm going to turn it, there we go. So daffodil, little taps, little stamp, little taps. And I think I'm going to put it up here a little bit. Okay, so I've got two of them there. And then we're going to mount that on the black. I love that there's 3 different layers with each of the dies that are in the Hippo and Friends dies. You've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one. So you've got a lot of versatility in that. And then we're going to pop that onto our mango. I haven't actually used mango that often. A lot of times my designer paper dictates the colors I use, of course. So, okay, so are we going to like do that and that? Or do we like it like this? I should have brought that down a little bit. Yellow and mango. Let me see. No, I kinda like them opposite. Yeah, I think I'll do them opposite. Okay, so I want to get these ink pads out of the way. I just can see a disaster happening. And the last thing we want to do is the fluttering by, just to say hi. And we're going to put that on a 3/4 of an inch strip of scrap that I had there. And so we're just going to pop that onto a block here. Why did I not have this block ready? Oh, that's a dirty block. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to use black on that one. That's another reason why I put that black layer in between my white and my mango, because it coordinated with my, and once again, I see a little accident waiting to happen because I was doing that a little too fast. Get that extra ink off there. And I don't have to worry about getting it. I just want to get it straight on my paper here. Okay. And then I put some pennant ends on there, and I used, where is it? Where's the punch I used? Okay, I wanted to show you how the timeless tag punch that is current in our catalog really makes making these pennant ends really easy. I used to use my hexagon punch, but some people can't order that hexagon punch now because it's retired. So you can use the timeless tag punch, which actually is pretty versatile because not only can you use it for that express purpose of just cutting out those pennant ends, you also, it's a nice sized label to put a lot of different sentiments in. So that's the timeless, wait, no, this is the tailored tag. Tailored tag, 3 times. Tailored tag, tailored tag, tailored tag. Not timeless tag, tailored tag. Okay, let's get out some dimensionals. Okay. They're right down here. I've got a whole, I've got a whole bunch of ones that are ready to ready to be exhausted of the supply there. So we're gonna pop this little sentiment down here. I wanted to see the little corners. So let's use your grid paper as a kind of your horizon line. And I think I'll do right there. And then I'm actually gonna use my little mini dimensionals. Oh, I'm still gonna need this though. Use my mini dimensionals for the butterflies. Or does the big dimensional fit on the back? Oh yeah, the big dimensional. I always save my little ones for when I really need them, because this one actually fits right on there. Okay, the big dimensionals do fit. I'm fumbly fingers today. I'm just fumbly fingers. Okay, so we decided to make them be different. There we go, just fluttering by. And you can put any sentiment in the inside. Since this is a nice kind of just a typeset sentiment, if you want to put anything else in the inside, like a happy birthday, happy anniversary, anything like that, it's very easy to just use this to then coordinate with any stamp set you have. So we need to make that belly band. Now, usually when I make a belly band, I just fold it in from either side, because a lot of times the scoring will make it too big. But on this particular card, I did do a score because it's a little bit puffy, but I think maybe we'll try to do this. So you don't want it to be too tight, okay? So give yourself a little bit of room whenever you do this, which actually, this is about where the line is. So I'm actually gonna, see that little tiny line I made there? I'm gonna actually do a score line on this one, just because I noticed it was a little bit tight. So I went, see where the score line, that tiny score line, I'm gonna go a little bit over. See where it's just a tiny smidge over, and make a nice score line there, okay? That's just gonna make it, give me a little bit more room, because I felt like it was just a little tight when I was trying to get it off. So then I can just make a good burnish there on that edge. Okay, let's just pop that onto our card. Okay, there we go. And we don't mind that it's got a little leeway there. Haha, but the real test is seeing that it'll fit into your envelope. And see, as long as your edges fit inside the envelope, you're good. So don't make it too, but the envelopes are a perfect size as far as that. But this gives us room to move our, that belly band around. So just put some dimensionals on this black part of your belly band. And you can see with this card, it's very versatile. You could use any stamp set. You have plenty of room to write on the inside. I think that's probably good. And then we're just gonna, and this actual label on here is pretty long, so no matter which way you fold it, you're gonna be covering it nicely. So the other thing is to have very long fingers, and you wanna just get about the same amount of black on the top and bottom, and then the same on the sides. So isn't that pretty? Okay, so here's the first one we did. And remember, this was 8 by 5 1/4, and we scored it in 2 inches on each side to make a gatefold. And then we took our 3 by 4, we turned a 3-inch side up at our top of our trimmer, and we scored in 1 inch on the 3-inch side so that we had a place where we could fold our triangles down into. And then we just took that 1 inch part and adhered it to the back side of our gatefold so that these flaps would fold down. And then that's essentially your card, and then we just made the belly band. And this was just a 1-inch scraps that I had in my drawer, but you could, you know, you could make that bigger, but I didn't want to make it too much bigger because then you kind of miss the seeing the beautiful paper there. And then we can just pop this one. See, this is the one I said it felt just a little tight when I was putting this together. So that's why I gave myself a little bit of room on that other one. I guess 2 cups of tea and a cup of coffee today got me a little jittery here. So look how pretty, all those bright colors. Once again, this was the Playing with Patterns paper, and this was the Artistry Blooms paper. They're two very artistic papers that are actually, like I said, on sale all the month of October. And you've got your your Hippo Happiness and your Hippo and Friends dies bundled together at a 10% discount. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to text me, call me at 724-323-2296. Hop over to my blog, cindyleebdesigns.com. Subscribe, be notified whenever I post, which is usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with my videos on Wednesday. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. They'll also just pop it right into your email whenever I have posted a YouTube video. Thanks for buzzing by, friends.